Hello everyone, welcome to Vinoth Rathinam tutorials. In this video, we are going to learn about array attributes. Array attributes means if we want to know the information about the created NumPy arrays, then we can use the array attribute methods. Before we start this topic, you must know few basics about matrices. In the introduction video, we have created 1 dimension, 2 dimension and 3 dimensional arrays. How this will be saved? It will be saved as an matrix. How the matrix are represented? For example, let's see 2 cross 2 matrix. What exactly it means? A1, A2, A3, A4. These are all sample numbers. It can be any numbers. These are considered as a row 1, row 2. The row 1 is A1, A2, row 2 is A3, A4. And this is considered as column 1 and column 2. 2 into 2 means row into column. It means 2 rows, 2 column. Similar example, let's see a 3 cross 3 matrix. So here, how many rows totally? R1, R2, R3, 3 rows. Then column 1, column 2, column 3. This is called as 3 into 3. 3 rows, 3 columns. So this is how a matrix is represented. When we create NumPy arrays, the values will be saved like this only. In the introduction video, we have created 1 dimensional array and the results look like this. And 2 dimensional array. Now you can imagine this is 2 rows, 3 columns and a 3 dimensional array. Let me try to draw that. This is how it look like. 1 dimension, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, so 2 dimension, 2 rows, 3 columns. With these results, we will try to learn the array attributes. The first array attribute is ndim. Ndim means it is used to find whether the NumPy array is 1 dimension or 2 dimension, or it can be any dimension. We are going to apply for the examples which we already created. A contains 1 dimension, B contains 2 dimension, C contains 3 dimension. Let me implement it now. Print A dot ndim. Execute, shift enter. So the variable A is 1 dimensional array. Same way, checking ndim for B and C, we will execute. So the array B is 2 dimension, array C is 3 dimension. Hope you understood what is the meaning of ndim. Ndim means it is used to find the array dimensions. The next attribute is shape attribute. In the definition, it is mentioned like it returns the tuple consisting of array dimension, and it can be also used to resize the array. The reshape or resize the array, we will see it in the later chapter. Now we will see what is shape. In simple, shape means how many rows and how many columns. For the same 3 example, print A dot shape. Just execute. So this is the shape of 1 dimensional array. Similarly, for B and C array, I am executing. For 2 dimension, we know it's a 2 rows, 3 column. In the image, you can see that it's a 3 dimensional array. It's 2 into 2 into 2. This is the shape of the array which we have created. The third attribute is len. It will returns the length of an array. Here, the point you have to remember is if it is for n dimension, it will returns the size of the first dimension. What do you mean by size of the first dimension? Here 5 is the first dimension. In this example, 2 is the first dimension. In this example, 2 is the first dimension. When you check len, you have to get output as 5 to 2. Let's implement print len A. Execute, it returns the size of the first dimension. Similarly, for B and C, I am executing. As we already discussed, the output is 5, 2, 2. And the fourth attribute is dtype, data type. It returns the data type of the array. In the Python basics, we have learned int, float, complex number. Same way for NumPy array also we have the data type. In depth, we will see data type in later chapter, but for time being, we will learn this particular attribute. We will check the data type of the array which we have created. Print a dot d type. Execute. So the data type is int 32. We have created every array as integer only, so the output going to be same for B and C also. D type is int 32 for all the three arrays. What I will do, I am just changing this array as float which contains decimal point. Just run it. Now we will check the D type. Just run it. So the A is float 64 because it contains a decimal point. This is how we can find the D type of an NumPy array, either integer or float or complex, string. Like that we have many D type. Fifth attribute is size. It returns the total number of elements inside the array. In the picture you can see first array contains 5 elements, second array contains 2 rows, 3 columns, so it is 6 elements, and the third one 3 dimension contains 8 elements. We'll check print a dot size. Run. The total number of elements inside array A is 5. Same for B and C. Let's execute. So the B array contains 6, C array contains 8. We will cross verify. So the B contains 6 elements, C contains 8 elements. Hope you understood what is size. And sixth one is item size. It returns the length of each element of an array in bytes. It means what is the memory occupied by each element. Print a dot item size. Run it. It occupies 8 bytes. Let's execute for all the three arrays. A array occupies 8. In B and C array, each element occupy 4 bytes. Because the first one is float, it occupies 8 bytes. Let's do a short recap. In this URL, you can find the materials. ndim is used to find the array dimension. And the shape is used to find the shape of the array. And the third one is len. Len is used to find the length of an array. If it is an n dimension, it will return the size of the first array only. And the fourth one is D type, which returns the data type of the array. And the fifth one is size. It returns the total number of elements inside the array. And sixth one is item size, which is used to find the size of each element in bytes. Hope you understood how to implement array attributes. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.